If Homelander is a threat that needs to be contained, imagine a traumatized super soldier with nuclear power and no moral code. Soldier Boy isn't just another uncontrolled hero, he's a walking time bomb. And just as I have a plan for every Justice League member, I've developed a strategy to neutralize him. Who do you think would win, Soldier Boy or Homelander? Leave it in the comments. Now I'll reveal every detail of my contingency plan against the most dangerous Captain America that ever existed. Benjamin was born with a silver spoon, but money can't buy character. His father, an industry tycoon, turned him into an emotional time bomb through years of psychological abuse. While Captain America volunteered out of patriotism, Soldier Boy entered World War II to prove his worth to a father who would never love him. That's when Dr. Frederick Vought transformed him into something beyond an ordinary soldier. Compound V ran through his veins, but unlike Homelander, who was born in a lab, Soldier Boy was forged on the battlefield, a hero manufactured by propaganda who soon showed his true colors. But betrayal was coming. His own team, Payback, handed him over to the Russians. Years of experiments turned his body into a walking nuclear plant. Now, besides being practically indestructible, he can release devastating nuclear blasts. But you know what's ironic? While Captain America emerged from the ice as a symbol of hope, Soldier Boy came back as a reminder that some heroes should remain buried in the past. And you must be wondering, how can someone so powerful be defeated? The answer lies in the same place that turned him into a weapon, his broken mind. Picture a tank with legs and anger issues. Soldier Boy's skin is practically impenetrable. Bullets ricochet like paper balls, explosives barely tickle. Russian experiments transformed him into something even deadlier than the original project. But his most devastating power, the ability to generate nuclear explosions that can wipe entire blocks off the map. Unlike Homelander, who needs his eyes to cause destruction, Soldier Boy is a walking atomic bomb. Every cell in his body is a potential weapon. Toxins? Useless. Brute force? Insignificant. He's every strategist's nightmare, almost. Because every fortress has its crack, the Russians didn't just amplify his powers, they inadvertently created his greatest weakness. PTSD isn't just a diagnosis in his case, it's a psychological time bomb. And as any good strategist knows, sometimes the best way to defeat an enemy is to let them defeat themselves. His body may be indestructible, but his mind is a minefield of trauma waiting to explode. And that's exactly where my plan comes into play. Want to know how to turn history's greatest super soldier into his own downfall? Keep watching. The Contingency Plan, Fragmented Protocol. After years studying Soldier Boy, I've developed a plan that turns his greatest strengths into weaknesses. I'll explain each element and why it's crucial. Phase 1. Location and preparation. The first challenge is obvious. How to find someone who can move freely through the city. The answer lies in his own body. Soldier Boy is essentially a walking nuclear reactor, constantly emitting gamma radiation. I've implemented a network of spectral sensors at strategic points throughout the city. Each sensor is specifically calibrated to his unique radioactive signature. When activated, they create a real-time map of his movements. It's like following a trail of radioactive breadcrumbs. Phase 2. Controlled battlefield. This is where strategy becomes crucial. We can't face him in an urban area. The risk of collateral damage is immense. That's why we've developed specific bait to lure him to a pre-prepared desert zone. The confrontation site wasn't chosen randomly. It's a remote desert similar to the environment where he was kept in Russia. This already starts triggering traumatic memories, destabilizing his emotional state. Phase 3. Containment armor. My anti-Superman armor has been completely modified for this specific mission. 3 layers of protection. 1. External layer, Promethium adamantium alloy, resistant to supersonic impacts. Disperses nuclear energy. Self-repair in case of damage. 2. Middle layer, cryogenic cooling system. Maintains constant internal temperature. Neutralizes nuclear explosion heat. Triple energy reserve. 3. Internal layer. Modulated force field. Absorbs and redirects kinetic energy. Gamma radiation protection. Contaminated air filtration. Phase 4. The sonic attack. Here's the heart of the plan. 3 sound systems work together. 1. Batsonic subwoofers. Emit frequencies below 20 Hz. Cause severe disorientation. Affect target's molecular structure. 2. Echo chamber resonators. Amplify sound up to 200 decibels. Create focused sound field. Impossible to escape or block. 3. Batwave amplifiers. Technology derived from black manta combat. Frequencies that affect nervous system. Cause mental confusion. The final trigger, the music. Pogue isn't just any Russian song. It was the melody used during his torture sessions. When combined with the 3 sound systems, each note becomes a key that unlocks deep traumas. Phase 5, the containment cycle. Here's how everything connects. 1. The music activates traumatic memories. 2. PTSD causes loss of control. 3. Loss of control leads to nuclear explosions. 4. Explosions progressively weaken him. 5. Sound systems amplify the trauma. 6. The cycle repeats, getting stronger each time. Phase 6. Final containment. With his psychological and physical defenses compromised, we initiate the containment protocol. 1. Mother box force field. Creates dimensional prison. Absorbs nuclear energy. Prevents teleportation. 2. Enhanced cryogenic system. Sustained temperature of 200 degrees C. Total metabolic suppression. Permanent radioactive containment. Contingencies. If something goes wrong, we have 3 backup levels. 1. Phantom zone portal. 2. Suppressor nanobots. 3. Modified Nova gas. The Phoenix Project. As a last resort, a satellite in orbit can create a containment dome around an entire city. It's extreme, but necessary. Plan effectiveness. Success rate in simulations, 89.7%. Estimated containment time, 17 minutes. Acceptable error margin, 3.2%. The genius of this plan isn't in its brute force, but in its psychological precision. We've transformed history's greatest super soldier into a victim of his own powers and traumas. In a world where power doesn't always come with responsibility, contingency plans aren't just precaution, they're necessity. The Soldier Boy case perfectly illustrates how symbols of heroism can transform into the greatest threats. This is just one of many plans I've developed to face those who should protect us. But the question remains, who should be next? A-Train, who abuses his speed, or maybe Black Noir? The choice is in your hands. Leave in the comments which hero you believe needs a contingency plan. And if you've made it this far, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Because in a world full of superheroes, you never know when we'll need to be prepared. After all, as demonstrated with Soldier Boy, sometimes the real danger doesn't come from declared villains, but from those who use the mask of heroism to hide their own demons.